Because of gun murders, the number of trans homicides doubles in just 4 years. The number of homicides with transgender people nearly doubled between 2017 and 2021, driven primarily by killings with firearms, according to a leading anti-gun violence group. According to an Everytown for Gun Safety report released on Tuesday, the known transgender killings increased 93% from 29 in 2017 to 56 in 2021, and 73% of those people were killed with a firearm. The purpose of the report is to analyze the effects of gun violence on LGBTQ+ communities. The Everytown report found that Black transgender people, especially transgender women, were killed at a particularly disproportionate rate, echoing previous analysis that the trans community faces higher rates of violence. According to the report, 73% of tracked homicides between 2017 and 2021 were of Black trans women, though they make up only an estimated 13% of the transgender population. Overall, homicides in the United States rose by 20.6% from 2017 to 2020, growing from 19,510 to 24,576, according to data from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC. Citing a June brief from the Department of Justice that drew on data from 2017 to 2020, Everytown reported that LGBTQ+ people were more likely than other groups to be victims of violence. This is such a sobering, very difficult report to make, and yet it is so important. And it goes back to our previous story, right? What's at stake at this election is also gun control, right? That is, gun control is an LGBTQ+ issue. Immigration is an LGBT. Like, we so often kind of, think about these things in terms of same-sex marriage, but that these issues affect LGBTQ communities and such, especially LGBTQ people of color.
And to that point, one of the interesting things in a new Gallup poll of what the issues are for this election, the culture war issues of LGBT do not even appear. They do not even appear as 1% of America considering it. Of the culture war issues, the only thing that appears on the list is abortion, 8%. But all of the other issues related to economy, jobs, guns, immigration, they are all the issues that the electorate is considering. And your point is really true. Those are also LGBT issues, and we do a very poor job of making the broad community understand, wait, we're affected by guns. Wait, we're affected by the economy. Wait, we're affected by fill in the blank. It is much more complex than just gay culture war issues.
And you know what else happened between 2017 and 2021? Donald Trump and his rhetoric. And it fueled it and it fired it. And Al, I don't think we have to, it's going too far to draw a straight line from one to the other.
Yeah.
I think we also have to take our own ownership in this also, because part of the reason this issue doesn't get more attention is because we as an LGBTQ community don't give it enough attention. Too much of the LGBTQ community is still dominated by cis, white, gay men who don't pay attention to this issue. I want to call out the National Black Justice Coalition that does excellent work. They have an initiative called the Stolen Lives Campaign that brings awareness and draws attention to trans women of color who are murdered at a disproportionate rate. They also do training with the federal government and federal law enforcement to help solve crimes that are committed against LGBTQ people. You'd be surprised how often when a trans person is the victim of a violent crime, the police show up in the community with a photo of that person from a previous identity 20 years ago and a name that no one knows them by. Yeah.
LGBTQ+ news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ+ community.